Alright, you beautiful people, so if anyone remembers, it's me, Glyn, the CheapSkate Gamer, or if you're watching this on the Rumbles, it's the Wokeapotamus. And welcome to another weekly freebie roundup where we check out your free games available for you. I'm going to a slightly different setup now. I've got, like, obviously stuff playing behind me there somewhere. And we're going to show a little bit more videos and a little less of me. So let's get straight onto it. I'm going to go over to the Epic Game Stores for your first two free games of this week. And we've got two games this week. So here we are over at Epic Games. Backpack Hero is a twist on your standard deck building roguelike. It isn't just about what you carry, but how you organise the items within your bag. Their placement has a huge impact on the performance. They find them the right spot in your backpack to increase their power, explore ancient dungeons, caves, swamps and more, meet colourful friends and fight deadly foes. Don't get lost. So there we go, there's your first free game, Epic Game Store. And your second game is Figment. Figment is an action-adventure game that invites you to explore a unique, surreal universe filled with music, humour, multi-layered narratives. The key features on this game are a whimsical, beautiful hand-drawn world, as you can see in the graphics on the video here. Enjoy a full score of musical performances, fight nightmares head-on. You can use both for your brain and your brawn, so there's obviously some puzzle elements thrown in there, and it's quite a unique and nice looking game. And if we just double check, for next week we also have Figment 2 Creed Valley, so that's the second follow-up there, and we've got Sky Racket coming as well, for that's next Thursday, but we'll get into those next week. Right, so we're going to move along now to Amazon Prime Games, and there's only two games this week. We've got Paquette's Down the Burrows. So Paquette Down the Burrows is a pathfinding based catching puzzle game. The bunnies flee when Paquette gets too close. They dash through tunnels, carefully avoiding dead ends. Will you let the little buns outsmart you? Each level is carefully crafted to teach you new, surprising and tricky ways of catching bunnies. Features use of bunnies, smart yet predictable behaviours against them. Resort to various tools such as traps, pickaxes, carrots, when simply manipulating bunnies' moves isn't quite enough. Explore over 5 bun burrows. Drop by the surface for a quick chat with Orpheline. And capturing 100 plus bunnies is all fun and games, but Paquette would also love you to find some baby bunnies. But how? Secrets lurk deep down in the bun burrow. So there we are, available now. Your second Prime game this week is called Boxes Lost Fragments. Boxes Lost Fragments is a 3D puzzle game. It was a 3D puzzle escape game, I should say, in which you solve complex mechanical puzzles, discover hidden objects, and unveil a dark mystery. As a legendary thief, your next assignment lures you into the grand and lavish mansion. There you find a series of puzzle boxes designed for an unknown purpose. Inspired by the cryptic atmosphere, intricate machinery and smooth controls of the best room escape games, we have created a diverse set of original puzzle levels that will test your resolve and skills to navigate this mysterious and compelling journey. Each level is beautifully unique and a true delight to explore and figure out. So there we go, that's your two free Prime games there. So next we'll check out some Steam deals, but first off there's some free games still to be grabbed from Steam. They've only got a couple of days on these ones. So you've got Black Desert and you've got Ampersat. Black Desert, played by over 20 million adventurers, Black Desert Online is an open world action MMORPG. Experience intense action-packed combat, battle massive world bosses, fight alongside friends to siege and conquer castles, and train in professions such as fishing, trading, crafting and cooking and more. So yeah, this is available free right now from your Steam store, so go and grab it while you can. It won't be there forever, and in fact it'll probably only be a few days. Gameplay wise looks quite fun. Look at it, it's got a little black Myth Wukong event, then let's call that an event. Also free this week is Ampersat. Ampersat, a shooty-slashy role-playing game, mixing retro and modern sensibilities, a blend of influences from Gauntlet and Smash TV to Zelda, and Angband. Ampersat is a handcrafted adventure, but the appeal to roguelike fans. Battle ACI type creatures in a colourful areas and 3 letters to return language to the village. So that's an interesting one. You got an at symbol. Technically that is the ampersand. Yeah, not a bad little looking game. Anyway, that's your free games from Steam. Right, we've also got some Steam deals here that I need to check out. We did check some of them last week, but here's some real standouts. For only £2.50, Jurassic World Evolution 2 still available. These are available until the 7th, I believe it's the 7th or 10th, no, 10th of July. Jurassic World Evolution 2, £2.50. Little Nightmares 2, great game. Again, only £2.50 or £2.49. We'll say £2.50 just to make things simpler for your brains. Simpler for mine anyway. Borderlands 3, £2.50. What else have we got in the old... Well, Armour Free is only £2.40. Black Mesa is definitely worth checking out for £1.67. Sid Meier's Civilization 6, again, only £2.50. Blasphemous, great sort of Dark Souls-esque, but in a side-scrolling RPG, £2, $1.99. And Demon Beyond Two Souls, great narrative adventure game, that is, £1.69. Now, if you up a little bit of money to £3.50, well, you can get, again, Star Wars Battlefront, my most played game this week, or the last couple of weeks, I'd say. I've been playing the hell out of this game. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, another great deal to be had there. And we've also got Automobilista Free. I added this one. This has come in from this deal, so I couldn't resist it. And I think there's one more. Yes, Disco Elysium Final Cut, £3.50. There's loads more deals on here, guys. Go and check that out. And that's your Steam deals. So we're going to check out now for all you with the PlayStation Plus. What have we got? So we got 3 new games: Diablo 4, King of Fighters 15, and Jusant. So Diablo 4 set off into an expansive open world alone or with fellow adventurers, because it does have online co-op, and tackle incredible quests and take on terrifying enemies. So there we are, that's one of your big plus games this week at Diablo 4, loved by millions. Is it as good as the other Diablos? I don't know. I did play a bit of it. It wasn't really my sort of thing. I just got bored of just getting swarmed by millions and millions of enemies, but someone might find some love and fun out of that. King of Fighters. Well, King of Fighters 15, and this has had a sort of a 3D update compared to the older King of Fighters. Get ready for battle as the toughest fighters on the planet duke it out in the largest martial arts tournament in the world. And of course, classically, this was always a 2-dimensional style game. Now, I think they've kept the sort of ethos of the 2D alive, but they've kind of sparked it into lovely sort of 3D graphics. So there we are, King of Fighters 15, free on your PlayStation Plus. And your last game on your PlayStation Plus is your Jusant. Now, Jusant is a little bit different because you take on a meditative journey to the top of the tower and unravel the secrets of a bygone civilization in this action puzzle climbing game. And I love the graphical style of this. This is a sort of a bit like Fortnite style graphics, and the good thing about these style of graphics is they never really grow old. They're kind of almost like manga-esque in 3D graphic style. So this one looks quite interesting, and I'll definitely be checking this one out. PlayStation Plus out the way, let's move along to your Xbox Game Pass. Now, your PC and your X console are all the same, and essentially for this we've got, I won't play videos, but we've got Call of Duty World War 2, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Little Nightmares 2, which came up on the Steam deal, Mecha Break, and Ultimate Chicken Horse. And again, that's the same if you're on PC and on console. So let's check out some fanatical deals. And of course, we do always check out the bundles. Now, they have added a couple of new bundles since last week, but to be honest, I wasn't that impressed with them. You've got Build Your Own Chill Out bundle, but there seems to be too many of these matching games on it for my like, even though we can go as low as £1 or less, even £3 or 10 games for a £5. I mean, if you're going to choose 5 games, I'd choose the 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5 games that aren't matching games, and there's only 4 of them which aren't, so that's not a particularly great bundle. They've also added a prestige collection, and again 2 games for 15 quid. You can pick up nearly all these games cheaper somewhere else. But it's not over yet for the Fanatical. There is one more bundle, a platinum collection, again 3 games for a tenner. Again, not the greatest deals I've seen. You can pick up Prey Deluxe edition cheaper somewhere else, and for the others, I had this Neighbours Back from Hell for like 59 pence from Aniba, but it's not all over and done with Aniba. A Fanatical has got some fantastic game deals at the minute, so check out this Robocop Rogue City or the Alex Murphy edition, £3.74 or £3.37 respectively. You've also got Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts 2, £2.62, Dishonored 2, £2.24, Shadow of War the Definitive Edition, that means all your DLC, £3.30. That's a lot of content there. What's the others? The Chant, I thought that was a pretty good one for £2.20. Steamworld Quest, Candy Gilgamesh, 90 pence. There was a couple of others there. Mad Max, £2 or £1.99. Rogue Trooper Redo, £1.50. Valkyria Chronicles, this is one in top 100 games apparently, £3.37. There's loads of really good deals here. Edge of Eternity, £2.73. The Metro bundles are in here. Battlezone VR, £2.24. Steel Rising for £4. Now that has been an epic free game. Overpass 2 Deluxe Edition, £3.37. Let me just have. Oh, there we go. Zombie Army Dead War 4, £2.99. That's a great deal. So yeah, there's some really good. Journey for £3.11 is a good deal as well. You don't really see it go under £3. Civilization 6, £2.50. That's the same as the Steam store. So yeah, why not check out the actual game deals on Fanatical? Anyway, we're going to move along to the Humble Game Store, and we're going to check out the Choice Bundle. And this is the first month I'm not buying Choice, and I'll show you the reason why. If I go to one is because Death's Door was a free game on Epic Games, so was Demon X Machina, so I've got those 2 games. But if I say I wanted to buy Cat Quest free, if I wanted to add that, I'd have to pay. Now they've upped the price, so it's gone from originally I was paying £5.99 because I had the cheap 6 months for a few quid cheaper. Then it was £8.99. They've just dumped it up to £11.50. That's a huge increase for what, let me just say, is not a great set of games this month. For £11.50 I expected more, especially as 2 of the games have been free already. If these games hadn't been free, I'd think maybe Choice, but Rogue Trader, that's not really my type of game. Cat Quest free, well, Cat Quest 1 and 2 have been free. Neocab isn't my style of game. The only games I'm interested in there is Wizard with a Gun and maybe Cat Quest 3 and Blank. And between those 3 games you can get them off Aniba or CD Keys much cheaper. So a little bit poopy there with the Humble Bundle deal, so very sorry about that. Well, the Humble Bundle choice, but we have got a couple of Humble Bundle deals, not so bad. We've added a Summer Splash for £8.74. There's 8 games in here. The standout titles there are Abzu, Koa, and that's about it. The others they're worth about £1 each. You probably can pick some of these up cheaper from other shows, but Abzu's a standout title there. But if you just want the Abzu, go with the £5.82 and get these 6 games. Although Koa does look a lot of fun. And there was one more new one that they've added. I think, we're on the wrong place. Here we go. I think it was the VR one. Yeah, the VR one. I might have covered this last week, but there is Upload, a VR showcase, and this starts at £13.34. Although the deal here, I would say, is for £7.41 you can get Moss 2, and that very rarely goes cheaper than that for £7.41. But if you want all the games, you have got Vertigo 2, Hard Bullet, Until You Fall added in for £13.34. So that's not a bad deal at all. But before we go, I want to check out, there are some really good deals on the Fanatical. I'm just checking. Yeah, okay. just checking the for deals under a £5. So this is actual, not Fanatical, sorry, it's the Humble Bundle store actually has some deals. Now, if you also have, you may have the choice discount as well, that'll be added on. So in fact, these can be cheaper, up to 20% cheaper. But we just wanted to go through because we got Tomb Raider, the remake or the remodeled version, £1.87. Lossless Scaling is there. Now that is on deal as well on Steam for $3.53. But if you do have a Humble Bundle choice or monthly choice extra discount, they'll add in that on, means it'll be cheaper there. Some other standout games from here. You got the other Tomb Raider, though you can get that cheaper somewhere else. Rise, Son of Rome, $2.44. Robinson the Journey, the VR game, that's not too bad. Psychonauts, £1.40. Tomb Raider, the Game of the Year edition for £2.59. That's probably a better buy actually. Look, Valkyria Chronicles is also on here. So yeah, there's quite a few games there. They're not as good. Castlevania, this is a good one. Castlevania 2 Lords of the Shadows, £1.20. That's pretty good, that is. For that, well, actually, it's a hell of a deal. It's a great game. What else have we got here? Got quite a lot of the Rome games and Rome packs. But yeah, I'm not going to scroll through it all, but you have got some cracking little games in there. Alright, so I hope that helped you out today. So thank you for joining me. I've been Glyn, CheapSkate Gamer, or you're watching this on the Rumbles, the Wokeopotamus. And there's just a little choice of some of the free games, some of the deals. Hope you like the new sort of format with the sort of graphics and moving pictures in the background and everything. A little less of me. For some reason, I think I'm hurting the viewers. I'm not sure. Yeah, so anyway, I hope you join the next one. Don't forget to grab your free games. Grab your 2 free games from Epic, your 2 free games from your Prime, and there's also 2 free games on Steam. And don't forget, there's some absolutely great deals to be had out there from both the Steam Summer Store, Fanatical are doing some great deals, and there's some little hidden treasures there in the Humble stores as well. And don't forget to check out your sites like Aniba, CD Keys and all them. Anyway, links to nearly all these sites will be in the description. I thank you for joining me, and we will see you on the next one. Bye now.
Gaming, yeah, you know the name. They got the games that won't break the bank, so come on over and join the crew. They'll show you how to game and save money too. CheapSkate Gaming, yeah, you know the name. They got the games that won't break the bank, so come on over.